Welcome. So this video is not actually new. I mean, the topic of this video is not actually new, but I have 3 new points that I want to make here in this video, which some people might actually overlook and just go ahead, and at the end of the day, they make error or they fall into trap, right? Even though everything here in this website is actually explained. So if you are new to our channel, welcome, and I would like you to subscribe because there are a lot that we have to unveil, right? So the reason why I did this video is to show you how you can navigate the new CAC AI Portal. I'm sure for about 2 months now the portal has been up, right? But yet some people are still finding it difficult to navigate this portal, especially new users and beginners. And this is why I'm actually making this video. And also, I have 3 special points that I actually want to make, right? So yes, this is the portal, and this is Corporate Affairs Commission portal. And if you have actually used the old portal before, you will find this not new. In fact, you will be able to navigate it, especially if you're an accredited agent, right? You'll be able to use it well, right? So everything here is just so simple. In fact, CAC themselves, they've actually showed you guys a step on how you can do a new registration, how you can register a new company or a new business. And it is so surprising that, as glaring as it is here, that the first thing that you need to do is public search. Some people still actually do mistake by actually not minding this step. And what they do is that they go ahead with the second step first, which is a wrong move. So the public search is actually free. If you are a company owner or a business owner, you can actually do this yourself before you give agent your work, right? And if you're an accredited agent, make sure you follow the process, because if you have been doing this, you already know what to do, right? And the public search is absolutely free, and this is it right here. It is absolutely free. Just click on it, and if you don't even need any login to access the public search portal, right? You don't need any login to access the public search. So I'll just allow this, and you will see it in another tab. And this is it right here. So you can actually check the availability of your name, even though this public search portal is still yet to stable. As at the time I'm making this video, there are some business names that are not reflecting on the portal, and they have been registered. So even though it's still having issue, which I'm sure that it will be up very soon, and it will be up while doing, right? So going back to the home screen that we have right here. So this is it. As you can see, the first thing you need to do is what? Do a public search for the existing entities, and also reserve a name. The post-incorporation is for after registration, and the pre-incorporation is the before and during registration, right? So after a reservation, you go to what? You go to registration, and if you have anything to do, such as annual return filing or change of any director or anything, this is where you actually this is where you can make use of it. So the tab right here are somehow related to the ones up here, right? So let me show you what it's actually here. So this particular one is for accredited agents. Like, it is for accredited agents only. That is if an accredited agent wants to register with CAC. So this is actually the tab. And this second one right here is the CAC website. So we are on it already. And this one is for the account creation. So let's say you want to create an account, and let's say not for accredited agents. So this is actually where you can create an account. And this one is for the help and support tab, right? So you can download user guide. You can download their user guide to understand more. And the user guide, I think it is in PDF, right? So yes, it is in PDF. So this is a user guide. It also has how you can make use of it. So you can sit down, understand it, so that you won't make mistake. And these are the facts and terms of use and contact information. So this tab right here, this tab for objection for IT and limited or by guarantee, it's actually for example, let's say a company or a business or an entity is already in registration, like it's already in process, and you as an entity, you want to file a complaint against the registered business or the one that is still in process. This is actually where you do it. You can file an objection form for it. Let's say they are making use of your name, which you have actually trademarked, or any other issue. You find a particular issue which is against the law, against that entity. This is where you can actually do the objection form, and it is actually free. You can do it yourself without any help, right? You can do it yourself without any help. So the second one that we have right here is the help and support, and I have something to share with you here. So what I want to share is that there's a particular support that is not actually shared here. So not all supports are actually shared here. For example, regarding the mail and the right mail to use, and this is for accredited agents, right? So let's say for the postal corporation, or even during registration, you will encounter any issue. There are some specific email that are actually for a particular query or a particular issue. So I think we have we do have a separate video on that. So I will attach that to it. So in that video we explain the different emails, different CAC emails that we have, and how you can contact them, and even their call center, and how you can contact them. So the video is the fastest way to contact CAC, right? So if you want to make a complaint, and this is the complaint form. So this one is just generally for registration, right? So this one is just, okay, it's still the same thing. Okay, this is the support. Okay, this is the support. So these are the emails here, and this is their call center line, and this is the address. So this help desk CAC, it is general, right? It is general. Even if you send email to them and it is not the right one for them, they can forward it to the right one. But if you want your email to get faster to the right department, for them to answer it very quickly, I would advise that you make use of the right email. So the fastest way to contact CAC will be attached to this video, so you can go there and actually watch, right? So we've discussed that, and we have the facts right here. So the facts is for the frequently asked questions, and as you can see, there are drop downs of the answers. For example, how to reserve a name on the new ICRP, how to reserve a name that requires consent on the new ICRP, how to do business registration, who are accredited agents, I've forgotten my password, what can I do? A lot of questions that are answered. All right, so you can also, I think this one's also here, right? So this is it right here. So if you want to do registration, or you want to do reservation, these two tabs are for you: the sign up and the login, right? The sign up and the login. I think we've navigated these two. And also, if you also need video on how to make use of the public search portal, which is to check your existing companies, we also have a separate video on that, how you can make use of the public search if you are new to it. So you can just check the description, right? Yes. So if you are a beginner, and you are new to this, you can come to the sign up button. I think you actually understand these things better here on the sign up button. So let me explain. This is for public user. This first tab here that you see is for public user. That is, the word public means that it is generally for everyone, right? It's generally for anyone and everyone, the public user, right? But there is a particular clause to this, right? If you are a public user and you want to do a registration with the CAC, a public users are non-accredited agents, or let me say those that do not have access to accredited agents portal, because there are also those who have access to the agents portal that are not accredited agents, right? So this public user is for the general public. For those who do not have access to the agents portal, or those who are not accredited agents, right? So they can make use of this public user tab to create an account or do a registration or conduct any registration, right? So if you want to do this, if you want to actually do this, you have to know. In fact, this clause is actually applied to the old portal as well, but some people still do not know. If you check one of our short video, you see where some where a particular person came to me for a query, and he actually fell into trap of as a third person. He used his own details to create an account while he's not the owner of the registration. I don't know if he gets. So what I'm trying to say here is that, in fact, it is even here, during registration, you will be required to act as director, trustee, or proprietor partner, depending on the type of entity. So please ensure your information provided is accurate and complete. So what they are trying to tell you here is that, as a public user, the details that you'll be putting here, so let me press continue for you guys to see. The details that you'll be putting here, right? The details that you'll be putting here, automatically these details, this personnel that will be here is automatically either a proprietor, a director, or a trustee, depending on the entity. We have entity business registration, company registration, incorporated trustee, limited by guarantee, and others, right? If the details that you put here, these details, the personal details that you put here, or the person's details that you put here, that person automatically is already a director for the entity that is yet to be registered. You understand? For the entity that is yet to be registered, this person is automatically a director, or a director, proprietor, or a trustee for that entity, right? Good. So two things that I want to pin out here is that, first, you need to make sure that the information that you'll be providing are very, very accurate and correct, because you cannot change them. That is one. So you need to make sure that you are putting the right details. Aside from the fact that these details that you'll be putting here will lead you to your user account creation settings. Aside from that, you're automatically a director. So you need to put the accurate details and the correct one. So the second thing is that you need to know that if you want to do registration for someone and it is not yours, right? I'm sure you understand this deal that I'm talking about. If you want to do registration for someone that the registration is not yours, or the entity is not yours, and you are not part of the director, or part of the shareholder, or part of the proprietor, or anything, make sure you use the details of that person, that is one of the director, or one of the proprietor, or even the owner of the work. All right, and just tell them that you want to use their details to register and also create an account, and you'll be getting their OTP with them. So after including all the details here, after inputting your details, I don't want this video to be too long. So after inputting your details here, you click on register. So the email that you use to log in and your password that you'll be creating is what you use to log in. That's for the public user account creation. And the second one, this one is for accredited agents. So these are the accredited agents. And as you can see, accredited agents they are lawyers, chartered accountants, chartered secretary, or administrator. So those people, if they want to create accounts with CAC, their details will be needed to create an accredited agent account. So they can just come to this place and they can actually use it to create an accredited agent account portal for themselves. So aside from this interface that you're seeing here, there are also some documents that CAC also require that they also make use of. As you can see here, you see your accredited agents type. If it is the Nigerian Bar Association, the ICANN, or Association of National Accountants, or any of it, so you'll be using it to create an accredited agent portal, right? Good. So aside from all the details here, there are also some documents such as the NYC exempted letter, receipt fee of ICANN, or maybe Nigerian Bar Association, or anything. So depending on the agent type that you pick here, that will actually determine the documents that will be asked from you, right? So if you want to create an accredited agent portal, you can do that, and they'll review, and maybe some weeks after, 1 or 2 weeks after, your account will be created, and you'll be able to do pre and post incorporation registration or anything, or services freely without any issue. So this entity account is something that is very, very unique about this new CAC portal. So this entity account, as you can see here, it's actually for companies and businesses or incorporated trust, any entity. So they may actually file the annual return themselves. So with this Spot tab right now, any entity such as company, business, or anything, they can create an electronic account for themselves, for their business or their company, for them to file annual return and also do some other changes such as change of director themselves. But you have to fill a form. So this is the form right here, and you download the form, you fill it and send it back to CAC. But I'm still trying to see anyone that have done this. I'm still trying to test it out. Feedback, I'll let you guys know. All right. So these are the documents. This is the form. So you fill the document right here. You fill the document right here, and you follow the rules and everything that is here. You fill the document, and I think that's all. So if you already have an account, this is where you come to account login. So you can log in with either username, email, phone number, or accredited number, right? So as you can see here, we have different form. We have different entity type, different accredited agent type here that you can just fill your accredited agent account. If it is phone number, if it is email, username. So if you actually make use of the public user, you can sign in with either of these three, depending on the information that you imputed, right? So if you have any issue with your account creation, or maybe you forgot your password, you can actually reach out to the CAC to recover your email, or you can click on the forget password to get your password, to retrieve your email and also retrieve your account. All right. And I think I've been able to make the 3 points that I want to make in this video. So if you have any question, or maybe you encounter any issue while navigating the portal, just let us know, and I'll be the first to actually respond to you. Thank you, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.